Sure. Who am I? I'm George Lewis. I'm a body piercer of 10 years, a Bronx native, and I am just someone who just finds the goodness in everything that's here, even though it doesn't seem like it. But that's definitely who I'm about, finding the silver lining in everything. My story was, I would say, is one of resilience, one of a lot of like courage, definitely a lot of just dark times that like were reminded of that little candle that kind of like lets you know like the next day it's gonna be better. My piercing career is exactly that story. Like I started off with like nothing, making like less than like livable wage, and now I can actually live my life and be an artist and pierce, and it's insane. It's awesome, but what got me here was resilience and persistence, and also like a lot of self-esteem, making sure no one knocks me down, for sure. What I think about the most often, I think it's like improvement. I'm also a martial artist, and we're taught that perfection is not real. You cannot become perfect, but you can strive to be 99.99 perfect, and like that's something that I try to like think about all the time. So whenever I do something, it's like, how do I do this more effectively than I just did 5 minutes ago, or even like 10 years ago, whatever it is. So I'm always looking to just be more effective, more efficient every single day, because at the end of the day, if you're wasting time doing stuff the wrong way, you're just gonna get tired. Achievements. I think people should celebrate their achievements. They should celebrate the little moments. I think we're so fixated because of social media. We're so fixated on like the big things, like these big grand gestures. We're not realizing that like, hey, like you woke up today. Like, hey, you got to work and you didn't drink a coffee and we drank some water. Like being able to celebrate the smaller things, I think it's really important, because the absurdity of life is understanding that the small things is what make the big things more impactful. So I definitely think that like if we find ways to be more appreciative with politics, we'll find a better way to kind of like understand life as a whole. When I'm not working, I am I guess like a pseudo like micro influencer on TikTok. I teach about La Santa Muerte, which is like Saint Death, and I talk about like how death isn't something to be scared of, but actually something that helps us move forward in life. When you understand that death is something that happens to everyone, then you can truly live your life freely. Then you can like, all right, well, being that I die soon, I'm gonna go do that thing I actually wanted to do instead of being afraid of it. So in my free time, I help teach people on the internet not to be afraid of dying. So it's a hard one because I don't go very often, but when I do, I would say like back home, like in DR, Dominican Republic, everything's just slower there. The sky is just super blue, the leaves are super green. Like the only other place I felt like that was when I went to Hawaii, and like that's just, to me, is super far. But going to DR, like being home, like my mind does not tick. I'm not on my phone. I'm just there in the moment. I can't do it here because I feel like there's so much going on. But when I'm in DR, like that's my element for sure. Yeah. I think if there's one thing I would change about the world, I think it would be the way we interpret bad situations. I think that we're so fixated on being right all the time that we don't realize that we're sacrificing these interactions with other people in these relationships just for the sake of being right. I feel like if there was one thing I could change, it would be that. People's vanity of being right. Rather than like helping the neighbor, they'd rather just be like, well, I'm the one who says this is how it's supposed to be. And like I just think like if we all just got out of that mindset, people would be so much happier. What I love most about the world, I think, is the love that's in the world. Despite all the bullshit, despite all the natural causes, despite crime, like people still find ways to find love in these little moments. Being able to like kiss your partner goodnight, being able to like help someone across the street, like feed bread to like a duck. These are all like small acts of love that like despite things being so bad, we still find some time to like spread positivity. So it's like being in New York City, like there's so much stuff going on. Like we can choose to fixate on the bad stuff, but like we can look at all the good stuff that's behind us, like all this great stuff that's here. All the wonderful people who come by every day and talk to us and like just want to spread their stories. So yeah, I mean like the fact that despite everything we still love, like that's what I love most about the world.